box. And again, this is a tornado emergency for the eastern part of the city of Tuscaloosa. Potential for a tornado. It could be a sizable tornado that's coming out here in the vicinity of Cottondale that will continue moving to the east-northeast. And again, for those of you that were impacted by the F4 tornado, the EF4, December 16, 2000, this tornado is on a very similar track. So again, it's come on through Shelton State and Hillcrest High School. It should be in the process of crossing the interstate right now. And again, down below, that is the interstate down below our tower, and I believe it's on past that. It should be east of that location right now. In December 16th of 2000, the tornado crossed the interstate about 5 miles east of that particular location. And
this
again,
this
is the live radar. And again, that circulation more than likely is going to be right out here in this region right now.
And they have gone ahead and triggered a tornado warning for Jefferson County.
All right, so what's going to happen right now?
That's why the sirens are going off in Jefferson.
The sirens are going off in Jefferson County. This is a tornado that is on the ground in the eastern part of Tuscaloosa, continuing to move to the east-northeast. And again, we have a tornadic circulation and inevitably a tornado that is down, that is moving northeast, and now that's moving up in the general direction of really following the interstate very closely up in through here. So we have Brookwood, Vance, we have the western suburbs of Birmingham, but that's your circulation. This is your polygon right here. The polygon includes McAdory, it includes Bessemer, it includes Oak Grove. More than likely, the center of this thing will be passing something like that, again, maybe near or just north of the interstate, if it holds together. And unfortunately, on a day like today, we have conditions that do favor long-track tornadoes. And this is not the only storm out there. We know that. We're going to check the other ones just a moment. But again, with a view coming from the tower cam, we thought we'd watch this thing. Let's look at the sky. We put the sky cam in the other box from downtown Tuscaloosa just to quickly show you that there's no damage that we see in Tuscaloosa. If you can maybe look at downtown, Jason, on the sky cam, just kind of give us a look at maybe University and Greensboro. I think downtown Tuscaloosa is fine. This all stayed south of downtown Tuscaloosa, much like December 16, 2000. You saw the steeple of First Baptist Church. It looks like everything is okay there. So apparently this tornadic circulation stayed just south of town, much like December 16, 2000. And again, the call to action is for those folks out here in Cottondale, Peterson, Holt, Coaling. If you're in that eastern part of the Tuscaloosa metro, stay in a safe place. The conditions are improving quickly on the campus of the University of Alabama and in downtown Tuscaloosa. So let's go back to the reflectivity, and I want to show all of the rotations because there are multiple situations out here, all right? This is the one that's come through Tuscaloosa. We have other problems. We have another tornadic circulation, possibly northeast of Greensboro, and again, that is taking a track similar to May 27, 1973. That originated near Demopolis. It's come through Greensboro. I've heard of no damage in Greensboro, but it's wanting to follow Highway 25 up toward Pondville and Brent and Centerville. So that is a dangerous storm that is moving up in the direction of Centerville, Brent. We have another circulation that is in Hale County. It's near Wedgeworth and Akron, and that's moving to the east. So we have circulation number 1 in the eastern part of Tuscaloosa County around Cottondale, and we have circulation number 2 that is this storm that is now northeast of Greensboro, very wrapped up storm coming right up Alabama Highway 25. And again, for those of you old enough to remember, similar in the track of the May 27, 1973 EF5. There's the tornado impact on that storm. That's a 5.7. And the other storm is the one that is coming through the western part of Hale County. We'll check that one. And that particular storm over here, Jason, on the western side is coming through places like Wedgeworth along Highway 14 between Greensboro and Utah. And the storm right here could produce a tornado as well. In fact, this is the storm. It does not look as defined as the other two, but if you are in Akron or Wedgeworth, I'd be in a safe place. Utah, I'd be in a safe place because we have strong evidence of rotation there, strong evidence of rotation between Greensboro and Brent, and strong evidence of rotation out here near Holt, northeast of Tuscaloosa. And again, that is coming right out Highway 11. This is Alabama Highway 216 going to Brookwood. That's US 11 coming through Cottondale. And clearly we have strong evidence of circulation out here. Any additional damage reports, Jason?
Yeah, Wyatt Carruthers, one of our directors here, just called in from Taylorville. That's the community where he lives. Said a lot of trees are down. That's all he can report at the moment. But something fairly significant went through there. We're not sure of the strength of it, of course. You can never tell how strong a tornado is just by looking at it. You have to go back and look at the damage that it did. That's how tornadoes get their rating, and we've got a whole host of them that the Weather Service will be tracking.
Here's a report. Amateur radio reports major damage to a house in the Fairmont Woods community in Tuscaloosa. Trees down, major structural damage. If you were watching our coverage, you saw those transformers exploding. That was about the time we saw that. We have reports of damage to the Speedy Oil Change Shop down Highway 69, power lines down across the road. We've also got a public report of a tornado on the ground north of Greensboro. That's the one that's coming down Highway 25 toward Brent. So again, if you are in Brent or Centerville, be aware that that tornado is moving in your particuar direction.
That looks like the strongest storm on the board right now, even though we know that there's something happening in Tuscaloosa. I know, and I'm not sure if we have anybody in Centerville. Somebody in the newsroom can let me know. We tried to make sure that someone went down to that direction, or at least was available to. If we have somebody that can get down into Shelby County and wait for that thing to cross over through Bibb County, that would be good. That way we can know what's happened there and get some good pictures of it.
Getting some more reports from Tuscaloosa Police and EMS. Trees down, cars off the road near Old Greensboro Avenue, south of downtown. More reports of power lines, trees down, vehicles off the road south of Tuscaloosa. And again, this is a storm moving toward Birmingham. Now, if you're in the Birmingham metro, the sirens are sounding countywide. Understand that this rotation is still in the vicinity of Holt and Cottondale, east of Tuscaloosa. This is a long way away from the Birmingham metro, and the polygon does not include the entire metro. It includes Bessemer and McCalla and Oak Grove. It does not include the city of Birmingham itself. Sirens sound countywide. Polygons are not countywide. So again, it leads to some confusion, but that very strong circulation that produced major tornado damage in Tuscaloosa this is Highway 216 coming out toward Brookwood, and there's clearly northeastward motion on this thing. So again, if you're up here toward Peterson or Brookwood, you want to be in a safe place right now. Do not wait on this. This has produced extensive damage in parts of Tuscaloosa County, south of downtown Tuscaloosa, much like December 16, 2000. We don't know the extent yet, but the damage is approximate.
That thing is really ramped up in the last scan.
It's just as tight as it could be. How about can we see back to the east on the Tuscaloosa Scott Canyon?
I'm looking that way, but there's so much rain in between us and even you can't even see Bryant-Denny Stadium to make out what it is.
But again, that circulation is near Peterson and Holt, northeast of Tuscaloosa, moving away from the city. So we'll go back to the radar.
This is the live radar. It looks like it's approaching the Brookwood exit, just a little north of 2059, right between Brookwood and the interstate.
This is County Road 59, Tuscaloosa County Road 59. That's US 11. That's the interstate. That's Alabama 216. And again, that's County Road 59. Anybody in this area, from Brookwood down to Coaling, should be in a safe place right now. This is our live data coming from Double Oak Mountain and the Mercedes plant at Vance. You should be in your safe place until this storm passes. This is an extremely dangerous storm that has produced a tornado in Tuscaloosa. And again, that's moving to the northeast, up in the direction of Birmingham. So there is a tornado warning for eastern Tuscaloosa County and western Jefferson County. The warning does not include the city of Birmingham itself, but it does include the western part of Jefferson County. We'll put the polygon on here just to give you the specifics again. And in fact, we'll just show you all the polygons to kind of clarify this. But there it is right there. You can see that it actually gets up to almost downtown Birmingham. It includes the southern and western suburbs. That's your polygon. So this includes Bessemer. It includes Shannon. It includes Adamsville and Graysville and Inslee and Pleasant Grove and Oak Grove and Rock Creek for this storm that is near Peterson, moving up in this direction. It looks like the core danger will stay a little north of Interstate 5920, but we still advise no travel on the interstate. Notice that Bibb County is under a tornado warning for a very dangerous storm coming out of Greensboro. We've had reports of a tornado down with this, and that's moving up in the direction of the cities of Greensboro and, of Centerville and Brent. So again, if you are in, boy, look at that thing. That is really wrapped up.
That's the most intense it's looked.
Clearly, that is a very dangerous storm. This is a severe storm that could produce a large tornado that is located over extreme north. Look at that. Goodness gracious.
That's it. Wow. Highway 25. It was reported over 25. And when the reports from the public like that match up with those signatures on radar so well, you take it.
This is Highway 25. The old, and what's interesting, the old Weather Service radar, the old WSR 57, sits right here. The building is still there. Of course, the radar moved years ago, but that's coming right up toward that. And I'm telling you, May 27th to 73, this is the same track and this thing is going to go right over that old WSR-57 radar building down here at southwest of Brent. So Brent and Centerville, you need to be in a safe place right now. No mobile homes, no cars. You want to be in a small room, lowest floor, near the center, away from windows. And again, because the Weather Service has reported a tornado down with this, this increases the urgency. Just to give you some additional information on that, again, this was a public report of a tornado on the ground in Hale County with this. And it's been basically coming right down Highway 25. And again, it's approaching Centerville and Brent. So for those of you in Centerville and Brent, this is a very dangerous situation. You want to be in a safe place right now. Let's expand that out just a little bit, and I'll show you where you are. Okay, this is Brent right here. This is Centerville. These are two twin cities. Both are separated by the Cahaba River. And that extremely dangerous storm. This is the live look right here. And again, that's your tornado, very close to the old radar site. If you live in Brent, you know where that is, and that's going to be coming right up into town. So Centerville and Brent, take cover right now. Now let's go to our storm near Holt. This is the storm that has prompted a tornado warning for Jefferson County. And again, as we've
gotten several more reports of damage. Highway 82, the Motel 6 at Skyland was damaged. It was severely damaged. Streets are blocked in Tuscaloosa. There was one report, and I've lost it, of a speedy oil change. There it is, speedy oil change on Highway 69 South, completely destroyed. So we've got some serious damage, and I'll say this much: don't try to sightsee in Tuscaloosa right now. Let the emergency workers do their job. This is a tough enough situation without a lot of onlookers. Of course, we'll bring you all the pictures that you ever want to see of it later on, but we're going to let the emergency workers do their job. If you're in Brookwood, out toward Lakeview, Million Dollar Lakes, and then West Jefferson County, be in a place of safety right now. And we always say lowest floor of your house. If you have a basement, that's a great place to be. If you have one of the old-fashioned storm pits, it's even better. Being underground is the place to go, but if you can't get there, the interior part of your home or the building you're in, just stay away from the windows, stay away from outside walls as much as possible, and put as much between you and the outside as you possibly can. If you have pictures of damage, and we would prefer that it's damage pictures you send, and we don't want you looking out the window or standing on the front porch trying to take video or pictures. We're getting the damage reports. We know these things are happening, so if you get a damage report, and you can send that to pictures@abc3340.com, then you can also follow us on Twitter and Facebook to get information and tweet at us. I'm at Simpson3340. James is at Span. If you have a damage report that you just want to quickly let us know about via your mobile phone, that would be a great help. Just please don't try to put yourself in harm's way to get a picture or video of something that might be coming your direction. James?
All right, and again, the reason that there's a tornado warning for Jefferson County, it is for this storm that is very close to Brookwood. It's moving northeast, and the core danger will stay a little north of Interstate 5920. But again, because we have seen occasionally the storms veer from northeast to east, we can't say that the danger is over for places like the Mercedes plant in Vance. So again, this is about halfway between Tuscaloosa and Birmingham, rolling steadily towards the northeast, and we've got the western half of Jefferson County under a tornado warning. So especially the first call to action, it's around McCalla and Bessemer, places like that, Concord, Hueytown.
And we also have a serious situation in Sumter County right now. Just got a note from Mike Brown, Dr. Mike Brown at Mississippi State, 3:58. So just a minute ago, he said at the Highway 80 mile marker 3, a wedge tornado with extensive damage path. Highway 80 is not passable. That was 2 minutes ago in Sumter County. And
that's right,
that's mile marker 3 is just inside the state line. You count them up as you come across the state line and move across Sumter County. So near the city of Cuba, this is going to be almost on top of York and Livingston very quickly. The motion seems to be just a little bit maybe east-northeast, maybe not quite due east. So it's coming through York. It may actually pass a little south of Livingston and hug Highway 80. So in Demopolis, we know there's a large wedge tornado on the ground 2 minutes ago in Sumter County. You're not under a tornado warning yet, but it's a right mover. It's hanging a right coming right down Highway 80. So if you're on 80 in Sumter County or Marengo County, I know you're not under a warning, but I'm telling you, there's a tornado that may be coming right into Demopolis very soon. And if it's a large wedge, it doesn't dissipate dissipate quickly. Those tend to be very long track tornadoes. Sometimes they can go as much as 20 miles, 40 miles. Back last April in Mississippi, there was one tornado that tracked over 100 miles, that F4 that hit in Yazoo City. So if that's the case here, and we have a wedge tornado on the ground in Sumter County, Demopolis, you're probably going to be in the line Jefferson, community of Pinhook, out there close to the old Rooster Bridge. You need to be in a safe place right now.
All right, we've got other serious issues. Let's go back to the storm that is coming through northeast Tuscaloosa County. Again, I'll tell you now that this still is extremely tight. The circulation that is very close to Brookwood, and there's a clear northward component of motion. So we're going to change the radar from Sumter County and go back. Sumter County is in the meridian,